Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Commodores will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Get set, first down. Got the quick completion. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll go to the ground. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run. On their first 3 plays of the game in their own end, run, but they don't pick up the 1st down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. First down for the offense. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Plows through the defense. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Makes his connection. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
the one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go for it in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense shows you why. Great job up front getting some push, and the running back knew exactly where he needed to go.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Pavia. Feeling some heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Keene. He lets one fly deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 40. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Fresno State 7, Vanderbilt 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Going to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They think there's room to run to the right here. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Johnson looking to throw. He makes the connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. The guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And the Commodores will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. How about this? These guys are going for 2. To the air, it's Pavia. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a playground. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Defense wants to bring the heat. On the ground, it's Arsenault. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. And the Bulldogs will move the sticks with the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Fresno State.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now they take the lead. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Johnson wants to throw it, trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Moss. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wide out in motion. Scanning the field. It's Keene. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. This is a designed run. The Commodores get the first down.
Gain of 4. That's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Pavia. They're trying to get to him. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the 1st down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that 1st down marker or get it.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Moss. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Fresno State 10, Vanderbilt 8.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
On the play.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Fires to the right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He leaves it with the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. On the option. He'll pitch it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6. Brings up 2nd down.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score Fresno State 20, Vanderbilt 8.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got him, and nobody's close. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Using his feet. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. Off-play action. They're bringing heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. To the air, it's Keem. Fires left. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Doors!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score Fresno State 20, Vanderbilt 15.
They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse. Unloads it downfield. He caught it. Touchdown, Commodores. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Snap it to the back. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.